The thumb, well, first of all, your hand position, yeah? If you can get that part of your hand there, the heel of your palm, rest it on the bridge and bring it over like that, then you're in a sort of more or less the perfect finger picking position. I started playing as a kid classical guitar and I was like this, right? And that's fine if you want to play that sort of style. But when you're finger picking, this position here enables you to mute, get that, hear the different tone in the bass. When I do that, that's a bit tricky, so we're not going to go there today, yeah? We might have a look at it later for some people, but not straight up. But you want to get your hand in the right spot, so when you do come to want to learn how to do that, you can do that, yeah? So, heel of your palm on the bridge, and then you just roll your hand down. The main thing is that you've got access to your guitar with your thumb and your fingers without moving your hand around, right? You don't want to have your thumb in a real good spot like that, and then have to move your hand back, right? And then move your thumb down and move your hand back and move your thumb down and move your hand back. You want to get your thumb in a good spot so you can just pick with your thumb and your fingers and nothing else going on, right? The other thing that we're going to be aware of is you're not going to find yourself a good position by me raving on and telling you what the best position is. The way you're going to do it is by practicing, right? So I'll shut up and we'll do that. If you just get your thumb in your hand in that position, just get your thumb and just bring it down like that over the bass string. Yeah, if you keep your thumb straight, just keep doing that. Now, you'll be able to do that for 10 seconds, easy. If we can do it for a minute, all in time, then we got it. So we'll just keep doing that. Alright, give it a shake. The thing with these movements is you've got to get all the various sort of connections from the brain to the different nerves to the whatevers in the muscles to develop these movements. The way that happens is you repeat it and then you stop for a bit, and then those neural connections will continue to be made. Especially for me right now, because I'm focusing on talking and doing the thing. So because I'm in that sort of high concentration headspace, all those movements that I just made then are being sort of networked and programmed into me. Yeah. So the idea is that you practice it for a little bit like that, and then you stop, and then you practice it again, and then you stop. You don't sit down for 2 hours and just do it, and then come back a week later and do it again. Like, you've got to just do a little bit at a time. The next movement I want you to do, right, that should be reasonably familiar, right? We're all able to just clutch like that. The next movement I want you to do is just away from your guitar, is just pull your first finger in like that. Yeah. Yeah. Can you just do one finger at that knuckle, so it's like that. That's it. Now bring your hand back to where it was before, with your thumb where it was before, and repeat that movement on the top string. So the top string is the string that makes the highest sound, the one on the bottom. Yeah. And again, just see if you can isolate that movement, really focusing closely on it, so it's just happening at that little knuckle there, at that little knuckle. Yeah. If you're getting any sort of, if it's happening with your hand sort of stuck in that spot and pulling it up with your wrist, you want to avoid that, okay? Because look what that does to my thumb, okay? You really want to keep your hand as still as possible. And again, we're not going to spend the whole time with this torturous sort of technical stuff. I'll just give you a little exercise to do and then we'll move on. But this stuff is what I use for warm-ups all the time when I'm playing. You just get these basic things down, yeah? So just try it with your hand in the one spot, away from your guitar, right? And just do that. Yeah, pull that one knuckle in. Now bring your hand down, do exactly the same thing, That's it. And we'll do that for the minute or so. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, and it'll be refined over time as well, you know. Let's see if we can combine those two now, yeah? So you go thumb, finger. Alrighty. This is where I get a bit nasty with you, yeah? The thing, is that going to tap? Yep. The thing with your hands, right, you've got two of them. This one that we're working on now is about the rhythm of the music that you're playing, right? Remember, we're playing music at the end of the day. It's not about fingers and thumbs, it's about the music that we're playing. And your right hand's like the rubber on the road, yeah? It's the thing that hits the instrument, it's the thing that makes the noise, and it's all about the rhythm of the music you're making. So when you're practicing these, you want to make sure that you can also learn to play in time. You're learning to move your fingers, but you're also learning this musical skill about timing and playing in time, yeah? So I don't know if you can hear that foot tapping, but we're all going to see if we can play just thumb in time to start with. Yeah, try and keep your thumb straight, so it's just coming down like that. Every second one is with your finger. Make sure we're in time, yeah? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. When you're learning to play with your right hand, make sure that you're always playing in time. That way, when you come back to play, you'll associate this idea of focusing on time with the new movements you're learning in your fingers, right? You need to make sure that your brain connects those two things together, yeah? So it's... I'm not one for sitting in front of the telly and practicing and playing or doing it while there's something else going on. I reckon you're better off sitting down and focusing on this. So other people will argue that's all right. My personal thing is, whatever you're learning at the time, those things will be connected and associated with each other, right? So it's good to be able to practice this, keep in time, so that those two things you associate with each other. Sweet. That was a little bit messy to start with, but by the time we got to the end, everyone was in the zone. So that's, what do we got? 1, 2, alternate them. The next thing we need to do is to pick them both together, right? That's sometimes necessary, right? So let's just go like this. What do we do? Just together. A bit slower. Keep your thumb straight, yeah? Good. One more thing. We're going to play thumb and then play them together. So. Okay, this is a little bit more challenging because it's more of a sort of a pattern that you're going to use musically, this one. So we'll just play for a bit longer. So that's your right hand, that'll do for now, yeah, we'll come back to that. Your left hand, if that plays the rhythm, this one's all about the pitch, yeah, so you come up, high pitch, down low pitch, yeah, easy. The thing with your slide, it's just because you can play these notes like that, doesn't mean that you should, right? Just because you can grow an ear and a mouse. In fact, don't, yeah. the main thing with your left hand and with your pitch is that you pitch the note correctly, right? It's like a singer. You don't want to hear a singer singing like that and looking for the note. You just want to hear the note. Yeah. The same with that note there. If you want to play that note, you don't want to hear it coming up like that. You just want to hear the thing, right? So, two things to get started on making that happen. First of all, if you just play it so you can hear it, you want to be able to reference these notes with your ear more than with your eye. Yeah. So you can play it so that you can hear it. Now, if with that you then slide up to that note on the 7th fret there, the 3rd dot, and let your ear tell you when to stop. Yeah, so you start behind it. Okay. Sorry, I always do this. Just in case we're not 100% familiar with the slide, the way that you hold it, your hand like that, like it's holding a peach, right? Soft. If you squeeze it too hard, the greengrocer will come and smack you on the side of the head. What are you doing squeezing my peaches? Yeah? It's really, really soft. Slide goes on the finger. Then you just bring that to the guitar and really gentle little bit of pressure on the string. Right? So that's your right peach. If you squeeze it too hard, you get juice all down your wrist. Yeah? So you want as light a bit of pressure on that as you can. The other thing that's going to be important is you want your guitar to be pointing either directly up or away from you, which is most people when they're first starting have it that way so they can see it. Yeah? But look what that does to your wrist, right? Especially when you're playing slide. Yeah. So you sometimes you can get around that by leaning back on it or whatever. So if I'm like that or I'm like that, that's all right because the position, the shape of your hand's straight. And at the end of the day, I'm just showing you the optimal position here. You get as close as you can to that and still be comfortable. But try and get it so that you're not relying on your eyes to look at this and play it. Yeah. So you got the peach there, nice and soft. Comes up to your guitar. You got your fingers resting behind the slide, just very gently. That does two things. It stops any vibration behind the slide there, and it allows you to contact your instrument. If you just got your slide going up and down like that, you're not actually touching the thing, But if you can get your fingers back there, you're holding the guitar. You can feel what's going on. So nice and gentle, holding the peach. Very little amount of pressure, nice and straight with your fingers up there behind it. And then slide up to that note on the 7th and stop when you can hear it. There you go, even the tone deaf drummer can do it. There's lots of drummer jokes coming up. So. Yeah. Alrighty. Now, like I said before, just because you can play all those notes doesn't mean that we want to, right? We don't want to. So what I want you to do now is forget about the accuracy just for a bit because that will come, right? I want you to be able to play that note like that. You just fly up, just like you're punching a brick wall. You fly up to it as fast as you can and you stop as soon as you get there. See, I went over the top there. Real fast. Attack it. That's it, like that. Yeah, real hard. I don't care if you go over the top, that doesn't matter. I don't care if you squeeze it when you get there. I just want you to develop that speed. That's it, that's it. Yeah, it's better. A little bit of rattle because it's new and it's not easy. The main thing is that you hit the thing, right? Hit the note. Yeah, like you mean it. When you get there, you can shake it up if you want, but the main thing is that that's how you play the note. So on a piano, when you press down on the key, that's how you play it. Right? On a violin, you do this and that's how you play it. On playing slide guitar, whether it's got 3 strings or 17 strings, that's how you play a note. You won't always slide from that distance, and sometimes you'll slide back, but speed, and then stop in a big, big hurry. Yeah? So do that. We've already been doing that a couple of times. Now to play 2 notes, because often you'll need to do that. I want you to go up to that note on the 7th fret, and then back to the one on the 5th. So, like that. Real fast, both of them. Yeah, good. Yeah. 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 Yep. Yep, that's it. The main thing is speed for now, right? So once you've figured that out, and you know that's what you need to practice, you'll start to. I can hear it going through your heads right now. It's going, hey, I'm hitting this. You know, this is possible, right? I would have thought the faster I went, the more chance that I would miss the note, right? But that's not how it works. Once you practice this for a few times, you get it, right? So you start to then play your lines, like instead of going like Slopsville, you know, you go, and they're clean, yeah? So the next thing to do is just follow the dots, play a sequence of notes wherever your dots are, all up and down. See, I missed them there a few times because I'm not really focusing on that so much. Yeah, that's it. So it's like you're playing a scale, going down and up and down and up. We won't call it a scale because straight away people go, ah. You're just following the dots. Yeah, and if you miss it, don't worry about it because eventually you'll get it. You're not going to. I'm not looking at getting everything perfect today. We're going to learn a wide range of skills that you can then take home and practice for the next year or 2 or 7, you know? Alrighty. Let's go back to our right hand. We had this going before, yeah? Remember I said your right hand's your rubber on the road? It's the one that makes the noise. My main thing playing these things is that it's about the groove that you get, right? So you need to be able to play in time. Like I said before, make sure you're in time. If you play in time, even that is musical, right? Doesn't matter where you're at here. If you're not playing in time, it sounds like dog's breakfast, yeah? So the best way to play this thing is to get yourself a groove going like that. Let's see if yeah. Okay, and once you've got that down, again, maybe it's not there yet, but eventually this is the plan. You get your right hand skills up to the point where you can just pick a simple little groove like that, and then you follow the dots, right? So that was just a demonstration, right? We're not going to go there right now. I don't think I want you to be improvising and jamming if that's not where we're at yet. But the idea eventually is to get your right hand skills up and then just follow the dots around. Now, when I say follow the dots, it's obviously not that simple, right? There's some method in the madness there, right? So what I want to do now is have a look at how you do that, how you follow the dots around.